Breakfast at Tiffany's is one of my favorite movies ever, not just because it has Audrey Hepburn in it, that's a huge part of it, but I just really enjoy the story, and it has some of the most realistic scenes of characters trying to work through some struggles that they have relating to other people, feeling trapped, and I just have always related a lot to the movie. I always like recommending it to people to watch, but I've found myself on a couple of different occasions before I recommend it asking if someone is Asian because of one of the problems of the movie with the depiction of Mr. Yunioshi. So Mr. Yunioshi is the landlord that owns Holly Golightly's apartment, and he's portrayed by Mickey Rooney, who is not Japanese, and Mr. Yunioshi is Japanese. They have him in heavy makeup, they have him wearing fake teeth, and it's just this very stereotypical, embarrassing portrayal of like this slapstick Japanese landlord, and he's using a heavy accent, he's bumping into things, and it's really embarrassing for me to recommend because here's just that one thing that you realize, oh wait, yeah, this is a little awkward to recommend considering it's in there. I still love the movie. I don't think that it inhibits me from enjoying the movie in any way, but I was thinking that there might be a way for Hollywood to sort of redo this part if they wanted to try and make it a little bit less offensive, because it is a good movie and I don't think that people should be protesting for screenings of it or anything like that just because of that. That would be really unfortunate. So I watched the movie again and wanted to try and figure out what could be done, and I realized that Mr. Yunioshi actually never appears in any other scenes with people up until the very end. He is always in a scene by himself. I can easily see Hollywood magic cutting those scenes, replacing them with an actual Japanese landlord, taking away some of the slapstick stuff, and I think it would work out really well. Now, there is the part at the end where he does appear with some other characters in the scene, but if they could put Anakin Skywalker in that little celebration scene in the last original Star Wars movie, I think that they can try and do something as well with Mr. Yunioshi, try and fix that, because it really is a good movie, but it's just a really embarrassing part of it. I also found it interesting that they would cast Mickey Rooney as Mr. Yunioshi because in the party scene, there is this really pretty Chinese actress, Annabella Song, and she's there for a good significant part of the party. She's in the background, and she's actually pictured there with her date, who is white. So you've got this little progressive 1960s biracial couple here, and then you have Mr. Yunioshi, so it just kind of doesn't really fit. But yeah, I was thinking that would be a good way for Hollywood to update the film, try and make it less offensive so that people don't have to feel like they can write it off as a whole, because the movie just, it has some of the best scenes between Holly and Paul, and it's definitely worth a watch, but I always find myself just hesitating a little bit when I recommend it because I remember that scene. I remember all the scenes with Mr. Yunioshi, and it's just really embarrassing. But yeah, so that was just something that was on my mind. I recommend the movie if you haven't seen it yet. And if this method of sort of like replacing these parts in movies, it's not for the sake of censoring it, so to say, but the sake of making it less offensive so that future generations can enjoy it, so I can recommend it and not feel embarrassed about it, I think that'd be a great thing to do. It's like you can still acknowledge that, yeah, look how far we've come. We've come from a place where this is okay to a place where now we want to try and be thoughtful of everyone's feelings. So I think it's good to see progress, but at the same time, I don't want it to destroy old media just because things like this did exist. So yeah, that's my thoughts on it, and thanks for watching. If you have any ideas about movies that could do a similar thing, go ahead and share your ideas below. Otherwise, let me know what you think about Breakfast at Tiffany's. Bye!